Hey, what's going on with the YouTube? This is your girl Honeybee QB. Thanks for coming to the channel. You are watching Live in the Hive. This video is going to be about white America, and we're just going to address a few things here that's been going on. There's been a lot of crazy racism. There's been a lot of racism and just ignorance that has been displayed by white America. So let's go ahead and get right into this. First topic we want to talk about is I think the week kind of started off crazy or ending last week with Joe Biden telling people, black people, that they ain't black if they don't vote for him.
You got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run. Come on. Take a look at the record.
Now, I've been critical of you. I have a few things I want to talk to you about today.
I know you have.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
No, I don't. That's why I want to get to know you today. I want to talk to you about mostly black stuff.
I get overwhelming support from the black leadership, young and old. Every poll shows me way ahead.
And black people saved your political life in the primaries this year. They have things they want from you, and one of them is a black woman running mate. What do you say to them?
What I say to them is that I'm not acknowledging anybody who is being considered, but I guarantee you there are multiple black women being considered. We've seen it more clearly now. In a black majority county, they're 6 times more likely to die in a pandemic than a white county. They're disproportionately uninsured in the African American community, disproportionately make up the essential jobs that they can't do at home. They're risking their lives every day. Enough's enough.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
You know what, white people, politicians, all of y'all, that stuff is so whack. Every time y'all come on TV and try to pretend to be down or black or use some type of jargon that we use or whatever you say, it's annoying. It's annoying. Stop doing it. We did not buy it when whatever her name is, Hillary Clinton, said she had her hot sauce in her bag. I don't like that shit. We don't want to see that. We don't want to hear it. We're good. We don't want to be bothered with that. Like all of that, we don't need y'all to start talking like us, using our terms and the terminologies, or putting people up in front of us to use those terms and terminologies as if, let's get a black guy to get up here and say something to them. I don't know what it was I was watching a while back, but black guy come up, talk. He gets up there talking about, do it for your meemaw, do it for your peepaw, do it for your big mama, or whatever the hell. I'm like, first of all, I ain't got no meemaw, peepop, or anything like that. Whoever you trying to say, sir. And
maintain 6 feet of distance between you and everyone else, and wear a mask if you're going to be within 6 feet of others. Wash your hands more often than you ever dreamed possible. Avoid alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. And call your friends and family. Check in on your mother. She wants to hear from you right now. And speaking of mothers, we need you to do this, if not for yourself, then for your abuela. Do it for your granddaddy. Do it for your big mama. Do it for your pop-pop. We need you to understand, especially in communities of color, we need you to step up and help stop the spread so that we can protect those who are most vulnerable. This epidemic is a tragedy.
Somebody finna do it for this and do it for that. Like, I don't want to hear no talking like that. Don't come at me with that kind of conversation, and you know that's not the way you generally speak. I don't want to have the conversation if you're going to sit up here and try to pretend to be black. I hate that. Like, I hate it. And no, I'm not voting for Biden. You just go on and forget it. I'm not finna vote for you. Hell, I'll take my ass in there and vote for Trump before I vote for you. It's all jokes, people. But for real, like, he is annoying with that. I cannot stand the voices of politicians. To me, it is just like entirely just fake. And you can hear it. It's no soul in these folks. They're just evil. And it's always about an agenda. And yeah, bye, Joe Biden. We don't want to hear it. Okay. Next we got Amy Cooper, or Karen is the new dub name for the white women this year. I think a few years back, 16, it was Becky for the cheating white women. Y'all was Becky's. And now y'all white women that's keep trying to stop the barbecues in the parks and keep trying to stop people from watching birds in the parks. Y'all have been dubbed Karen. So anywho, Karen is out there in the park with her dog. Didn't have a leash on her dog at the time that a bird watcher, his name was Mr. Cooper, he asked her, to leash your dog up because we want to preserve the wildlife here, and I'm a bird watcher, and so he's just concerned about the birds, okay? You can't get mad at that. He concerned about the birds. Amy set up their child that had done choked her dog to death while she's trying to basically lie. She just made up a whole entire lie that this man was harming her, and because he was African American, she thought that she would get away with this. He continued to film her as she made these accusations. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this clip.
Please stop. Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking pictures calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who's a bicycle helmet. He's recording me, threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me, threatening myself and my dog. And my. I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in a ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
So there you have it. Amy has lost her job. She no longer has her job, which she doesn't deserve. And her job did release a statement you saw in the video. So that's what you get. And you don't need to work, Miss Amy, at all, because you obviously don't care nothing about people's lives. You're calling police on people, and then you got stuff like this that's happened to George Floyd, and that brings us into the police brutality. See, what Amy thought was gonna happen was that these good white folks was gonna come out there and protect her and beat his ass and then kill him for her. See, white women been lying on black men for years. That's why y'all need to watch them. Watch them with your third eye, not your two eyes. Watch them with your third eye because they sneaky. Okay. All right. So that's that for Karen. Let's go ahead and talk about George. Now, George Floyd was murdered and killed by police officer Derek. I believe his last name is Chauvin or Chavin. Not really sure how you pronounce it, but Derek murdered George on a call that he received. The police received a call saying that someone used counterfeit money in the stores. Now, wait a minute. Before I start going further into this story, I just want to send my condolences to George Floyd family and any of his friends and family that is going through this. Also, just to Black America in general. I know this has definitely made my heart heavy, and I'm sure it has made everyone's heart heavy. Anytime that there is a black slain, whether it be of one of our children, one of our women, one of our men, we are all in this together and we all hurt together. And I'm not trying to say that our grievances is any more than theirs. I'm sure their hearts are a lot heavier than ours, but we do sit in this heaviness with you Floyd family. So our prayers and condolences do go out to you guys. And so let's go ahead and finish the story. We have George that was accused of using a counterfeit $20 bill, and the store clerk calls the police. Before he could leave the store, the police pulls up on him and pulls him over. Now, at this time, George's in his car. Someone is filming him, and then there's this surveillance footage that was released as well. Now, the car that was filming him, I guess they decided to leave. It didn't look like it was going to escalate at that point, so I can kind of understand why they probably had left. And for some reason, George Floyd was out of his car and away from his car, and then he was walked over across the street. Now, I don't know what happened once they got across the street. It seemed like video footage is, kind of jumpy here and there. All I know is I'm tired of seeing black men be murdered on TV. I'm tired of seeing black men be murdered in front of their children. I'm tired of seeing black men be murdered, period. I am so tired of seeing black people being murdered. This is starting to get entirely way too out of control. White people love to throw up in our face that we have this black on black crime problem, but actually black on black crime for the last decade has dropped. And when I say dropped, it's dropped tremendously. Black people are not killing black people, and I can truly say this, living in an area of one of the highest crime cities in America, St. Louis, that black people ain't killing black people. It's white police officers killing us, and that's what's going on. I know for a fact, I haven't heard much about such and such killed such and such in a long time. It has to be like at least 15 plus years that I've heard some real for real black on black crime going down. I think we really did learn our lesson to come and stick together more than anything during the Mike Brown era. But data is showing that black on black crime has dropped tremendously. So all of this chitty chat pat about you all kill each other all the time, that's not true. And it's you all that are slanging us in the streets and have been for years now. You love to say that this was your ancestors doing, and that you don't have to pay us reparations, and you don't owe us anything, and that we need to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. Yet, this is just the new lynching. This is just a new way to give that message. This is just a new way to say that we are still in control of you niggers. That's all you're doing. This is the new way to show us and to keep us in a depression with whatever the hell it is, shit, to keep us down. This is y'all new way of doing it, putting it on the internet and constantly showing it, constantly running it through the news, constantly allowing these people to show the violence of people being slain and shot and killed on these platforms, on these social media platforms. But when we say something like and speak out against a Karen, and we say something to speak out against a George, then we are getting suspended and told that we can't even be on these social media platforms anymore. And so then you have people being quiet, not saying what they really want to say. But we're going to talk about it today. The kitchen table is open, honey. And we're going to have a conversation, okay? So, all of this about us killing each other, that's a lie. You all owe us money. We are owed reparations. At this point, we are owed double. You have given every race, and when I say every race, I mean every race, has received some type of reparations from America. Every race, except for the black man and woman. We have not received anything from America. Everything that we do try to achieve and get is always put to be for black and brown people, and not just for black people. And so then it just becomes, oh, well, we did help. We helped the Asians, and we helped the Latinas. And not trying to hate on y'all, but y'all already got yourselves pretty much established in this world. We don't. We don't have nowhere to go. We don't have nowhere to be. Don't nobody want us. It's just terrible. And I'm going to put this like Earthquake put it. We are tired of the mess. We're tired of it. Subscribe. Leave me a comment below. I want to hear from you white people. I want to hear from you black people. I want to hear from everybody. Let's talk about it. Let's have these discussions. It's just this is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. And it's sad to say, but this is where we are right now here in this day and age, 2020. And it is being seen. We got 2020 vision. We can see right through you all. That this is the new lynching. This is the new, you better get yourself in line, boy. You better get yourself in line, girl. Or it's over for you.